Welcome back, Towners, to week 8 of our game day food and football series. This week, we're going to make some tacos. Let's get it. Welcome back, Towners, to our game day food and football series. This is week 8 of our series. Still kicking up with the low carb foods that you can have during game day or watching the games. Here we have some low carb tacos. We have some turkey, ground. We have chicken and steak tacos, and we're just gonna go jump straight into the video of how we made this. Welcome back, Towners. To start off this recipe here, we have our skillet over medium-high heat, and we added some olive oil to that. We added in our carne asada steak. We picked this up from Walmart. It's about 2¼ pounds worth of meat here. We went ahead and broke it up. It was a bit hard here because we had it in the freezer, so we were letting it defrost a bit before we popped it in the pan. But after it was able to break all the chunks up, we went ahead and seasoned this with some kosher salt and some black pepper, and mixed everything together and just let this go over this medium-high heat for about a good 2 to 3 minutes or so, just mixing it up every so often. A lot of the liquid started releasing out of the meat. At that point, we went ahead and chopped up half of a yellow onion and added that to the steak and just continued to mix that up. We let that go for about another 2 to 3 minutes for it to get about almost 85–90% done. At that point, we got our cooking with the Thatown2 taco seasoning and added in about 2 tablespoons worth of seasoning to the meat. After we added the seasoning to the meat, we mixed everything together, mixed all the seasoning in with the meat, and then basically just popped the lid on top of the pan. We didn't add any water or anything to that. I didn't want this meat to be like the soggy, wet kind of meat that you have when you make taco meat with ground beef. I wanted it to be kind of dry and firm for the tacos. So I just let the heat from the condensation and the steam from the with the lid on low, let that cook through and add a little bit of liquid to that. Then we let that go for about 2 more minutes and just stirred everything together and scraped the bottom of the pan to get all those bits and goodness from the bottom of the pan. And at that time, we were done. We're good to go. Here's a close-up of the steak and onions. Next, we also had some leftover chicken. This was just some chicken strips that were like plain flavor. They weren't really seasoned. So we just added them to the skillet, same skillet after we removed the steak out of it, and hit it with another tablespoon of taco seasoning. This time we did add some water to it and pop the lid on it, let it go for about 5 to 7 minutes to reheat. Once all the liquid dried out, it able to really coat the chicken well. So that's how we had our steak and chicken for that. Now to make our tacos, we have some carb balanced low carb tortillas. Each tortilla shell is about 2 net carbs per shell. And we went ahead and made 2 steak tacos and 1 chicken taco, and went ahead and added all of the toppings that I wanted for it. We put down some cheddar cheese, some spinach, topped it off with some salsa, a dollop of sour cream, chopped up some of our homies, jalapenos, placed them on top of it, and then sprinkled some cilantro over top of that. And that was it. I would have added some onions to that, but I already put that into the meat, so I would have mixed that up with the cilantro, but good to go. Here's the final product of how our dish looked. Came out great. I mean, you all know what tacos taste like, and these definitely fit the bill for game day food. In my preference, I'm from California, so I love tacos. But I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and let's get back to our picks. All right, guys. This was our video of how we made our tacos. We basically just cooked up the meat and then put the tacos together real quick for our meal. Here is a close-up of one of the tacos. I believe this is one of the steak tacos. And let's go in for a taste test. You know, we had to throw our jalapenos, our homies, on there. Some of the filling fell out, but You already know how tacos are. It's great. I don't have to explain it. Whatever fillings you want, taco. I'm sorry, steak, chicken, ground beef. I don't want to go straight vegetarian route, but all the ingredients is in here. I like cheese, sour cream, salsa, jalapenos, spinach. You can do lettuce or you can leave the spinach out of it. But let's get into our picks, guys. For previous week, week 7, I think we went 10-3. We lost the Chiefs game, who got blown out by Tennessee. The Giants, who destroyed Carolina, and Cincinnati, who kicked Baltimore's butt. So 10-3, still good. Still only averaging about 4 losses a week, but let's keep it going. Next week, for week 8, we have there's a lot of games this week. There's been some buys going on, so a lot of people haven't been playing. But this week's only 2 buys: my Raiders and the Ravens. So there's a lot of games that's going to be going on this weekend, and it's also on Halloween. So if you guys plan on getting those kids out early to watch the games, or do it at the same time, I don't know. But we're going to go quickly through this one this week, guys. The first game we have is a big one, Thursday Night Football. The Packers versus Carolina. Carolina's still kicking it, undefeated, 7-0. Packers 6-1, only lost their first game against the Saints. I want to go with the Packers on this one. It's in Phoenix. It's in Arizona, home game for them. I want to go with the Packers on this one, but their wide receiver is on the COVID list. So Devontae Adams. So I don't know if he's going to play. If he plays, I definitely go with the Packers. But with him not playing, I'm leaning towards leaning towards the Cardinals. I have to make a decision because I try to make the picks before the games start. So can't be going back and forth being wishy washy with it. But I want to go with the Packers. But without Adams, I might be leaning towards the Cardinals. I'm gonna try to hold off as long as I can on that one, and I'm gonna skip that one for right now. Carolina or the Panthers, the Packers. Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. Cardinals over Packers. Thursday Night Football. Stay undefeated. I have to pick, so I'm gonna go with that one. For the games of the week, Panthers versus the Falcons. The Falcons almost gave that game away. They were up by almost 15 or so, and let them come back and had that last second field goal by the kicker, Young Koo, to take that one. So they've slowly been getting back into it. They're 3-3. The Panthers, I think they benched Darnold after getting destroyed by the Giants. So we're gonna go with the Falcons on that one. Falcons over the Panthers. Bills versus Dolphins. We had high hopes for the Dolphins at the beginning of the season, but they've slowly just been going downhill from there. Bills are knocking people out, so we're going to go in Buffalo. We're going to go with the Bills for that game. 49ers at the Bears. This one is kind of like a toss-up for me. They're on the 49ers for starting off okay and losing all those games, and I think they're I saw stats saying they're 1-10 for the rest for the home games for the last 2 years. Bears, Justin Fields, he's slowly getting along, but they've had some injuries also. But I think I'm going to go with the 49ers to get back on track for this game. They had a tough one against the Colts, but I'm going to go with the 49ers. 49ers over the Bears. Steelers at the Browns. This is a close game. Team, you saw the Mike Tomlin interview with him getting upset and arguing over asking if he's going to quit and go to college ranks. But they, injuries and trying to get everything together. Is trying to say they're going to trade for Texans quarterback. I don't know if that's going to happen. The Browns, they're trying to get back healthy. They had both those running backs out, but that backup running back did great on Thursday Night Football last week. And I think they have Landry back, but Beckham kind of fell on his shoulder, got hurt, but came back. He's only getting 2 or 3 catches per game. But if they can put that team together, I'm gonna go with the Browns. That running back, I thought they would have issues with the running back, but the backup came in and did great. So hopefully they can keep that together. So Browns over the Steelers. Lions over the Eagles. I'm sorry, Lions versus the Eagles. I guess I'm going with the Lions. I already said it. Lions versus the Eagles. 0-7 Lions. Are they going to get that first win? They're not going to go 0-7. They're going to have a super record there. They go 0-17, first team with a new extra game this year. Um, Lions first win. They're probably going to lose, but Lions first win. Lions over the Eagles. Colts versus the Titans. The Titans played so great against the Chiefs. I'm sitting there like, man. The Colts played well also. Their running back sneaky. He's for some reason always busting about 20 to 40-yard runs, but doesn't make it to the end. Like he'll get caught at the last second for some reason. We're gonna go with the Titans. Titans over the Colts. Bengals versus the Jets. Bengals, the way they've been playing, they might have a letdown. You don't know, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals over the Jets. Rams versus Texans. Rams. It's gonna be a lot of teams with some good records because they're playing some teams with it's good teams with great records are playing teams with horrible records, and I think it's gonna keep going. But Rams over the Texans. For the 4 o'clock games, Patriots versus Chargers. This is a good game last year, I believe. Yeah, I think they did play last year because the AFC West played the AFC West played the AFC East last year. I think that was a good game. But Chargers versus Patriots. Patriots scored a lot of points last week, but the Chargers had a time to rest up, and it's in, I'm going to say San Diego, but it's in LA. What the heck? Patriots over the Chargers. Going out on a limb on that one. Patriots over the Chargers. Jaguars versus Seattle. Seattle's 2-5. Jaguars got that first win in London. But Geno Smith, he came out okay, and then I don't think he's. I'm going out on some limbs on this one. I'm gonna have a bad record next week. I'm gonna let the Jaguars beat Seattle. It's not gonna happen. Now let me change my. Nah, Seattle over the Jaguars. They're not gonna beat them. Seattle over Jacksonville. Washington versus the Washington football team versus the Broncos. Let's go with Washington. Washington over Broncos. Buccaneers versus the Saints. Tampa Bay clicking. If they can get Gronkowski back healthy, as well as Antonio Brown, he didn't even play last game, and they still did great. Buccaneers over the Saints. Sunday Night Football, Cowboys versus Vikings. We're going to go with the Cowboys. The Vikings slowly been coming. They were back to 500, 3-3, but we're going to go with the Cowboys. Cowboys over the Vikings. Monday Night Football, Giants versus the Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs played horribly last game and they're 3-4, we'll go with the Chiefs. It's a home game, Monday Night Football. Mahomes looked like he almost broke his neck when he got tackled and got his head bent back on that tackle. But Giants put up a big number against Carolina, but Chiefs over the Giants. So our picks for Week 8 are Carolina over the Packers. I'm sorry, Carolina. Cardinals over the Packers. Falcons over Panthers. Buffalo over Miami. 49ers over the Bears. Browns over the Steelers. Lions over the Eagles. Titans over the Colts. Bengals over the Jets. Rams over Texans. Patriots over Chargers. Seattle Seahawks over Jacksonville. Washington football team over the Broncos. Buccaneers over the Saints. Dallas Cowboys over Minnesota Vikings. And the Kansas City Chiefs over the New York Giants. Again, as always, hope you guys are enjoying this game day food and football series showing different foods that can be eaten while watching the game or just some finger food or snacks to have. And as always, let me know what foods you guys like to watch while you're eating, or if you have any suggestions or anything you'd like for me to make or try out. And also, let me know how your team's doing. My Raiders are doing great. 5 and 2. But as always, guys, enjoy.
Enjoy. And please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey, Towners, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.